table. Dolly Bits. Today we are going to talk about all of the knitting and crochet projects I did this year. I think this year is the year where I make the most stuff. Usually I don't end up with a lot of finished products because I make and remake and then I undo them, and this year a lot of my projects did not go well. For example, I did a few baby clothes that ended up being way too small for the babies I was making, and then they're growing way too fast. I'm going to show you one of them that it's like a little romper thing, it's so cute, but it was just too small. Wait a second. I didn't even bother to, put it together just because it ended up way too small for the baby. I found this pattern free online. Most of the things I do, I either make up the pattern or I find it free online. And look at this. Isn't this just like adorable? And it's supposed to be like poofy, the legs. But it didn't really work out because it turned out too small. I'm probably going to unmake this and do something else with the yarn. The back is like smaller, and then like on top it tapers in more. And then the front is a bit bigger, and just so it hugs the chest. But it's okay. I can do something else with this. So I think first I'm going to talk about the projects that I don't have currently with me because I gave them away. First one I want to talk about are these two dresses. They're so cute that I made for these two sisters. They're small. One is 3 and the other one is 5. I made them these little mermaid looking dresses, and pink and blue and purple. It just looks so cute on them. I made it out of rayon. Took me about 2 weeks, and I was really proud of how it came out. But now that they've worn it a few times, I noticed that the straps, keeping them up, are a bit thin. So I'm going to thicken them up a bit, and just so it's a bit more comfortable and it stays up, it holds the dress up better. But it ended up fitting really nicely, and it's slightly big, so they have space to grow. They liked how it turned out, and it's comfortable. It's like a good length, so they can move around without, exposing themselves. They're kids, they need to be comfortable. Second thing that I made and gave away was a little bunny rabbit, like Amigurumi Bunny rabbit. I also made it for this baby that the clothes ended up being too small for, because the parents, they love bunnies, and I had some, I had yarn, so I just made them the little bunny before the baby was born. It has little overalls. Just love little overalls. I found the pattern for free, so might as well. Another thing that I made and gave away was a shawl. I have footage of that, like of me wearing that, because I was like, ooh, I might make this video. So, I just thought ahead. I was like, facilitate life for future me. It's very, very big. It took me quite a while because of its big size. I also made it out of rayon. It looks pretty good. It's squared. The stitches are pretty big. So I don't think it's very warm when you put it on, but it's a good cover-up. I enjoyed making it. I did, because it was quite repetitive and the pattern was quite easy to follow. And it turned out really nice in the end, like it's not too heavy, but it's like heavy enough that like you feel something on your body. I also made some baby shoes. I think I have one really mediocre picture of them. Very cute. Like it was a, 2-hour project. I knitted them. Adorable. Now let's get into the projects that I made and kept. Well, one of them I gave them away, but the person who has it lives in my house. My mother. I gave it to her for her birthday. It's this little lilac shirt. You're supposed to put it over your clothes. It's crocheted. It took me just a few days. I do need to make some touch-ups here and there because the places where I put the yarn together are starting to come apart, my weave-ins. But it turned out really, really soft, as you can see. It looks really good with something over, but I feel like in the back it needs like a little string on top here to keep this up because it keeps falling off the shoulders. My mom said she liked it like that, but sometimes I just feel like, doing that just so it doesn't fall. And I kind of did a high-low situation, so the front is higher. You can see here where it overlaps. And then the back is a bit longer, and then the V-neck in front is higher up, and in the back it goes lower down. Yeah, it was really simple and easy to make. It's not my style, but I might make another one. Next thing I made, I knitted this shirt. So it's a knitted shirt. It has this really nice opening in the back. Again, it was a free pattern. I'm going to try to link all of the free patterns down below that I used to make these. I don't really wear this because the yarn is scratchy. Now, I didn't really take this into account because I was just like, ooh, I have yarn, I will make things. So I might wear this when I go back to a place where there is winter and put maybe a turtleneck underneath and wear this on top because it is really cute. Like the details in the back, I find it really, really beautiful. And I might make a shirt like this, but just out of a material that I can actually wear by itself. And I like the way this yarn flows, like the color. And this material, it's very stretchy. So you can see here, it looks really, really tiny, right? But like, it stretches out really big. It's easy to put on, because I hate it when I knit something and during the cast off or the cast on, it ends up being way too tight or the stitch itself is tight. So when I try to put it on, it doesn't go on. And this bounces back, so that's good. Another garment I knitted was this, the sweatshirt. It's a vintage pattern that I found on a website. And it turned out perfectly my size. I don't think I did a gauge swatch or anything for this. And the only thing that I criticize in this garment is the way the color turned out. I think I put in way too many, too many stitches. So it turned out a bit flimsy. In the front, it has these cable knit pattern divided by some ribbing. And in the back, it's just the ribbing. I really enjoyed making this because it was a fairly fast knit and it wasn't boring because I always had to pay attention to the pattern, and I really like when there are patterns. The best part about this, it has a puffy sleeve. I know it's not that puffy, but like you can see here that it has a puffy sleeve. I freaking love it. I love it. And it's a good length to tuck in or wear outside. For example, if I want to tuck it into clothes, it's not going to end up being way too long and it looks, puffy inside. And I think it's a good garment to wear in the winter. And I used this yarn that's meant to make like baby blankets and stuff. It's cotton, I think. So it's not itchy on the skin at all. And I made the sleeves kind of longer. The next garment I made was this shirt. It's a super simple shirt. Like this is the most simple pattern for a shirt that you can ever find. And it's very forgiving and very adjustable. Like you can make it however long you want, however short you want. It's really easy to adjust the armhole size. And because of this shirt, I learned how to knit like shirts and sweaters and dresses in the round, like collar down for crochet. Did I say knit? I think I said knit. I meant crochet. The material is way too hot. Like this is way too hot to wear in the summer weather. So I've never worn it. I've only worn it to like take pictures. Yeah, I made this and I'm very happy with it because it was the first time I made a shirt out of crochet, I think, and I was very proud. I did a lot of crocheting this year, a lot more crocheting than I did knitting. Next thing I made was this bag. Ooh, I think I also made a tutorial on it. I just need to edit it. So you might get a tutorial on this real soon. It's my own pattern and I'm very proud of it because I made another project which I will show you in a bit. And I had just some granny squares left over from it, and I was just wrecking my brain. What am I going to do with these 6 granny squares? And then I started arranging them, and this came up. So it's kind of like a heart-shaped bag. I didn't put any lining in it or anything, but it works fine to put like my phone, my wallet. I like it a lot, it's like I can just wear it here. I can just grab it like this. If I'm wearing blue clothes, I put this side towards the outside. If I'm wearing pink clothes, the side, so like with this outfit it would be this side. It's amazing. It's so cute. I love this bag. I want to make more of them, but I want to make linings for them so they're more secure, and maybe even like a little zipper. Yeah. And it's so adorable. Now another thing I crocheted was this shirt, also a free pattern. I basically I had this left over from another project, That project I will not be able to show you. Yeah, I'll explain in a bit. It's a halter top situation. You know, I don't wear it a lot. I might take it apart and make something else with it. And I was supposed to buy buttons, but I didn't, so I just took the leftover string and like stringed it through. So it's very inconvenient to put on, but it looks real cute, you know? Like, it looks so cute. It was really simple and fast to make because it's just, I think double crochets all the way through. And you just need to count when you're making this section. And the pattern was so simple. It was so easy to follow. It's a nice piece for the summer if you're into halter tops. I'm just not very much into them. I think it was like an impulse crochet. Do you ever have those? Tell me if you have those because sometimes I feel like a crazy person. This is also leftover from that project I mentioned earlier. It's a crop top, tank top, corset kind of thing. This pattern I made by myself because I saw an inspiration picture and then I just, you know, I winged it. I winged it very much. I wear this quite a lot actually. Like, the only thing I regret not doing is making a swatch and then, how do you call that? Like when you wash it and you put it to dry because it stretches out. So it's been stretching out and it doesn't look how it looked when I first made it, and the straps are getting larger and larger, so I think eventually I'll need to take it apart just to make it just a bit tighter. I was very proud of this as well because I was able to make my own pattern and I did it exactly how I wanted it. Basically this year I started making more of my own patterns, like out of my head, and I've been very happy with the results. And I think this is how I'm going to start making more clothes that I really enjoy wearing. Because, like, for example, this one, I made it by, like, my own pattern. I've worn it way more than some of the clothes that I've bought. My little purse, you know, whenever I get the chance to take it out, like, I don't have to take anything heavy, I just bring it with me. I think that's the trick to, you know, making your own things, your own clothes. So the project I was talking about earlier was this table set. These table mats that you put like one for each place, and oh my goodness, what do you call them? Words. Oh, I feel a migraine coming. Coasters. So I made these bunny coasters. They look so cute, and these placemats. So I made this set for my friend because it was her birthday, and then I also made an oven mitten and two things that you put under the pan so they don't heat up the table. You know, I made 2 of those. It turned out so cute. I didn't take any pictures of it for some reason. One more thing that I made was this little bunny. I also found the pattern free online. I had leftover yarn. Most of my projects are like, I have yarn, I should make something. And I made this little bunny rabbit. Very small. I love it. I don't have much to say about it. At this point I still didn't really know how to like make eyes and stuff, so I just made a nose, I think. It looks like a nose. And then I also made one more thing last year, so this will be the last thing. Whoop. So I made this. I'm using it as a mat right now, like a floor mat, a little floor mat. I like how the color goes. I did not weave in any ends, and I think I might want to like close these parts, but yeah, this is my last project. Well, it wasn't my last project, but it's the last project I'm showing you. I also started a few projects, but because I didn't finish, I'm only going to show you in next year's wrap up. Stay tuned! Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked my projects of this year. I liked them. I learned a lot, and I look forward to making my own patterns in the future. I also want to make more crochet or knitting related videos because I'm gonna share with the world. That's it. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.